Hello, good morning. Today we will be talking about Italy and Spain, its government and military during the Napoleonic era. I am Ben Webster, and this is Fox News at 9. I'm here with TJ Proctor, and he is going to talk about Spain's government under Napoleon's rule.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Back to it. So today we're going to be talking about Spain, but I like to begin from the beginning, right? Today we're going to talk about the French and how they influenced Spain to change their whole entire government. It all started when one day Napoleon came to realize that France was stronger than Spain and should just take over Portugal and all. So what he did, he set up 300,000 troops at the border of Spain, and by the light's early dawn, decided to invade. Turns out the invasion worked. France now controlled Spain and was moved on to Portugal. But Spain was not going to go like that. Spain came back. 6 times attacked. First time, they failed. They got massacred horribly. Second time, they did a little bit better, but still got killed. Third time, again, got massacred. Fourth time, again got massacred. Fifth time, again got massacred. Sixth time, they finally did it and kicked Napoleon out. About time. Now, Spain has to decide what they want to do. They can do a dictatorship or they can do a democracy. They decided to go with a democracy and let everybody else, let the people figure it out. Thank you, Ben, for your time. Thank you, Ben, for your pleasure. Now back to you.
Thank you, TJ. That is very interesting information that I did not know. Well, just like Spain, Italy encountered also reforms under Napoleon's rule. During the late 1700s and into the early 1800s, Italy was run by Napoleon, obviously, but Italy's government did change a lot when Napoleon became the leader. In 1802, the Italian government system, it started out as a Cisalpine republic, but was changed into the Italian Republic because of Napoleon. He would expect citizens to pay high taxes and to have frequent interference within the local affairs. But also during this time, a huge thing that happened was that the old feudal rule came back into the system, and this was just as equally undesirable. But it made sure that the Republican movement started to reach its goals, and those goals were for Italy to be more as a nationalist, and also to be more as one unified Italian state. But Napoleon believed in Italy, and that also he was able to regain the control over Veneto and Dalmatia. And when he did this, he put them inside, like as part of the Italian Republic, and then he renamed the whole entire thing as the Kingdom of Italy. But through all of his success and his contribution to the country, he became the King of Italy. And now we got Mr. Raekwon Reese with the military report.
Thank you, Ben. And I would like to talk about now, after Spain have overthrew France and Napoleon, I would like to talk about how they achieved more after they overthrew them. The 3rd of May of 1808, in the set of the early years of the morning following the uprising in the centers of 2 masses of men. One was strictly poisoned firing, was a strictly poisoned firing squad. The other was a disorganized group of captives held at gunpoint. Slaves and victims faced each other shortly across a narrow space. A square lamp statue on the ground of between the two groups throws a dramatic light on the scene. On the right side stands the firing squad, engulfed in the shadows and painting of a monolithic unit seen nearly between behind both of the groups. Their bionics and their psycho headgear form a relentless and immutable column. Most of the faces and the figures cannot be seen, but the faces of the men, the right of the main victim, peeping fairly towards the soldiers, acts a ruler and the back of the central group. The Goya painting created this image. I would like to talk about like the Goya. The Goya was the image that was painted through the war. The Goya created the images of the anti-war. The Goya focus on how war brings out the basest human intentions. Now I would like to show you a short, brief video of the Goya. Now, after you have seen what the painting have showed you, I'm gonna turn it back over to my fellow colleague, Ben Webster. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Raekwon. That is very interesting information. It looks like we're out of time, but join us next time here on Fox News at 9 for another interesting story.
Philo Boozy.
Yes, sir.
Been going round and round all day, baling some hay and stacking it all up. Can't wait for the sun to go down, roll into town, shine the old truck up, swing by the quick stop, grab a couple Rocky Tops, then ease on out your way to your place around 8 o'clock.